Week 6 of the Retro Bowl League continues as today we have a matchup for you between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Let's take a look at the standings. First in the AFC South, the Colts are still winless. It's been a struggle for them this season. They're the only winless team now in the league. Meanwhile, for the Denver Broncos, they are also in last place in their respective division. But the AFC West, a very different story as they are the only team with a losing record in the AFC West. But if they win this game, they will still have a chance in the division. Alright, ready to kick off this game between the winless Colts and the Broncos. The Broncos will get the ball first at their own 40-yard line. Pretty good field position to start a game, if you tell me. There's a 2-yard gain. It's a big game for Denver, trying to keep up with everybody else in the AFC West. And pressure and a sack! Got a quarterback held onto the football for too long. If you don't see a receiver open after about 2 or 3 seconds, assuming that pressure is coming, you've got to get rid of that football. 3rd and 14, a yard short of the first down, so an early decision that the Broncos will have to make here. And they will punt the ball away, play the field position game, but so much for the field position because the Colts are getting the ball at their own 37-yard line. As they will run the ball for 4 yards. Colts trying to get their first win of the season. They did tie the Raiders back in week number 3, but they've lost every other game, and they've thrown an interception early in this one. Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. This is not a good throw, not a good decision. Not quite enough separation, but gotta give the Bronco defender credit. Staying on his man the entire time, unable to steal the football away. Now Denver, I guess the field position strategy did work out after all. And, oh wow, they should have had him in the backfield there, but somehow gets a yard. Pretty impressive for a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9. Here is the pass. It is complete. It's a first down for the Broncos. Past the 30. Nice tackle made. Potentially a touchdown saving tackle. First down for Denver. He waits, he throws, it is caught over the middle, inside the 15, he is still going, and he'll be taken down at around the 8-yard line. Broncos knocking on the door, first down. Here's the pass, here's a touchdown. Denver on the board early in this one. Yeah, that was just too easy. Indianapolis, their defense did stop the Broncos on the opening drive, but I don't think their defense was too happy that they had to go right back on the field after the Colts threw that interception, and they allow a touchdown on this drive. All right, extra point good, 7-0 for the Broncos. See what the Indianapolis Colts can do. I mean, some games their offense has been better than others, but it's been very inconsistent. Is this pass? Watch out, another interception! And the Broncos defense off to a spectacular start in this game. Got 2 interceptions, and my goodness, that interception was pretty similar to the last interception. Not quite the same, but, the Bronco defender just staying on his man, and that's what you gotta do, especially if it's man-to-man coverage, and Colts quarterback off to a rough start in this game. First down. This pass will be completed for a first down at across the 25-yard line and a 19-yard gain. First down. He will fire. It is complete. The receivers almost got in the way of each other, but luckily they did not. And that's going to be a first down and goal with a gain of 12 inside the 10. They will run the ball. Haven't seen too much of the running game yet. And maybe there's a reason for that, because that went for no yards. Yeah, I don't expect them to throw the football here. 2nd down and goal. It is a wide open touchdown. And the Broncos strike again. Yeah, Broncos strike again indeed. And let's see the route that this receiver ran. Pretty nice route. And he just completely outran the Colt defender who was on him. Colts defense looks pretty slow here. It's funny because the Colts defense was off to a good start. Now, they did make a sack on the very first play of the game, so that definitely helped. But since then, the Colts defense has had trouble with this Denver offense. as we now enter the second quarter. See if the Colts cannot throw an interception on this play. They will throw it No, intercepted! Are you kidding me? Off the deflection. And that is the third interception from the Colts quarterback. Yeah, this one was more unlucky, so I'm not really going to blame the Colts quarterback on this play. This just took a very weird bounce. This might be one of the weirdest bounces I've ever seen. Good amount of time. See, he was wide open, but unable to make the catch. And then it took a very weird bounce. And it goes right into the hands of the Broncos defender. My goodness, what a very bizarre play. And the football gods, the retro bowl gods, are not on Indianapolis' side in this game. And really the entire season for that matter. There is a 2-yard run. Indianapolis Colts are the only winless team in all of Retro Bowl after the Carolina Panthers got their first win earlier this week. There's a first down for Denver, as Broncos so far taking care of business in this game. Here's the pass. He's got a receiver inside the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's now 20-0. Yeah, this game's getting out of hand early in this one. So he's able to take it in for the touchdown, and this game is potentially going to get ugly. Extra point is good, 21-0. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, it's not a good performance from Indianapolis. Again, that last interception was a deflection, so more unlucky rather than bad, but the first two, not acceptable. Here's a 7-yard run. Like to see them starting taking shots down the field. They do take a shot. Here is a catch. Oh, there he goes. He has a chance to potentially have a big play here inside the 30. Still going. And by far the biggest play of the game for the Indianapolis Colts, as this goes for 54 yards to the 15-yard line. Yeah, definitely a play the Colts needed just to try to get a spark going offensively. Couple broken tackles there, and nice play for Indianapolis. All right, so first down. Here is the quick pass. It is complete. There's a nice stiff arm, and he's down the sideline. Unfortunately, he stepped out of bounds before he crossed the goal line. Wow. So they're going to have to punch it in on this play, and they will. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Yeah, that's kind of funny how even when looked like the Colts were going to score on the last play, he stepped out of bounds. By this time, able to get into the end zone for the touchdown. That was a really good drive from the Indianapolis offense. Got to give the Colts offense credit. Extra point is good. It's now 21-7. The Broncos now with the ball up 21-7. Let's see if they can add on to their lead before halftime. This pass is complete. 15-yard gain. Under a minute to go of this first half. First down. Going deep down the field, he's got a receiver for a first down inside the 35. What an excellent throw that was. The Broncos offense rolling once again. This pass is complete. Broken tackle inside the 20. They will call their second timeout. First down for the Broncos. He's got him, and he will walk in. Touchdown. Yeah, it's been pretty much all Denver in this game, and the receiver just outruns the two defensive guys right there. And yeah, this game is a beatdown. That extra point is no good, but if there's a game you can afford a missed extra point, it does feel like this is that game. Colts, let's see if they can try to get some points here before halftime. It feels unlikely, but you never know. We've seen some crazy stuff at the end of halves before. There's a broken tackle. That tackle is made at midfield. 7 seconds to go. As this pass will be intercepted! Watch out! He's in the clear! Can he take it all the way down the sideline? He is gone! Touchdown! What a way to end the first half! And a killer for the Colts! Oh my goodness. It was supposed to be a conservative play call. It was a conservative play call, but another interception. And my goodness, he just takes it all the way. No one even close to catching to him. And this game is a total beatdown. This might be one of the most dominant halves we've seen in any game in Retro Bowl. 34-7 at the half. It's been all Denver in this one. All right, the Indianapolis Colts getting the ball to start the second half. They will run the ball. I mean, that was a disastrous first half for the Colts. They did have that one nice touchdown drive, but other than that, it was a pretty rough first half. 2nd down and 7. This pass is complete for the first down, picking up 10 yards. Here's a quick pass, complete, broken tackle, first down, inside the 40, still going. It's a nice little play for Indianapolis, picking up 25 yards. They're trying to get some more points here on the board. At this point, it's just for morale, because I don't think they're coming back in this game. Couple broken tackles there. See what they can do here on this drive. This pass is complete. Couple broken tackles. There he goes to the 10-yard line. That's going to set up 1st and goal for the Indianapolis Colts. See if they can punch it into the end zone for the 2nd time in this game. No, that play's broken up. Good defense right there. 2nd down and goal. And to the back of the end zone, that's just overthrown. Colts quarterback is really struggling right now. It's kind of tough to watch. 3rd down. Here's the pass. It is underthrown at the feet of his receiver. And obviously they got to go for it here. 4th down and goal. This pass is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. And unfortunately for the Denver defense, unable to stop Indianapolis at the goal line. But I don't think it's really going to matter, to be honest. Extra point is good, 34-14. Colts will kick it off to Denver now again. First down for the Broncos. They're actually going to throw it here. A little bit surprising, as that falls incomplete. Yeah, they should be running the ball here to try to really chew the clock and make this game end quicker. That's really what you wanted for Denver, because, you know, the team that's trailing, they want the game to go on forever. That's what they want, to try to come back if they can. That pass is complete. Nice block for the first down. Because right now the Colts, their enemy is Denver and the clock. They have 2 enemies right now. Broncos, they only have 1 enemy right now. The clock is your friend. Short pass right there. 2nd down and 5. They will run the ball on this play. Couple broken tackles inside the 30. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Still going. And will be brought down inside the 10. 29-yard gain to set up 1st and goal. Here's a nice little run right here. A couple broken tackles, and it's been a very rough performance from Indianapolis in this game, both offensively and defensively. 1st and goal. Here is the run. Only picking up a yard. 2nd down and goal. Here is the toss. And the defender is down. He gets back up. Another defender able to make the tackle. That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, 3rd down and goal for Denver. They will run the ball, trying to punch it in. And he will be tackled a yard short of the end zone. 4th down and goal. They're going to go for it. They try to punch it in. Here is the toss, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Indianapolis almost able to stop them. They do tackle him right out the goal line, but the football is in. And the beatdown continues. And kicking issues continue for Denver. Yeah, another missed extra point. That's 2 in a row. The Broncos can work on that for next week. Broncos are going to have a huge game next week. They play the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a big game in the division. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will play the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2nd down and 10. Colts are not really doing much at this point as they are kind of waving the white flag at this point. They look to throw on this play. 3rd down, pressure's coming, gets rid of it. It falls incomplete. And they're just going to punt the football away. Yeah, they're really waving the white flag, aren't they? I don't really blame them. I mean, they're in a big deficit. They're 0-4-1, and yeah, they're the worst team in the league. It's been a rough season for Indianapolis. And this run is going to be a 1st down, a couple broken tackles. This is getting rough to watch if you're a Colts fan. If you're a Broncos fan, though, you're loving this. As the Broncos are going to improve to 3-3 on the season. They got a couple big games coming up within the division. Yeah, the division games at the end of the season are really what's going to determine. And even if Denver doesn't win the division, they still have a chance at a wildcard spot. We'll see what happens though. Still 4 more weeks to go of Retro Bowl after this week in the regular season. 2nd down and 6. 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 1. They will stop him. 4th down. They will punt the ball. Indianapolis with the ball. They will throw it, and he is sacked. Tried to throw it at least. Couldn't even get the football away. Good pressure from the Denver defense. 2nd down as this pass over the middle is complete. I don't really understand why they're calling timeouts. I don't really understand they were waving the white flag on the last drive, and now it kind of seems like they're trying on this drive. And the pass is intercepted, and that will officially seal the deal. The Broncos will improve to 3-3. The Colts still searching for their first win. Yeah, that's a bad interception right there. And how about the Broncos defense, man? 4 interceptions? They had a pick 6. Broncos defense definitely had a fun day. So that's going to do it. The Broncos will get the win after this final play. 40-14 is your final score. And the Broncos take care of business over the Indianapolis Colts. All right, 40-14. My goodness, look at Denver's first half performance. Second half, only scoring 6 points, but they didn't really need to score any points in the second half. Yeah, 34 points in the first half is pretty crazy, especially in Retro Bowl. All right, the standings in the AFC West. The Broncos now improved to 3-3, and you see how competitive this division is. I have a feeling it's going to come down to the final week of the season within this division. The Raiders still have to play the Chiefs. That's going to be the very last game of the day. As we thank you for watching. Dominant performance. The Broncos take it over the Colts.